I've taken a look at your research when it comes to this election and the results of this election, or the expected results, I should say, at your time of writing. And it seems to me all I can take out of your analysis of the situation in Turkey is that there remains a lot of concern about the future of the country in terms of stability.
Absolutely. First of all, thank you for having me on. I definitely think that in both the short term and the long term, there are a lot of factors to consider that look pretty uncertain in terms of political stability, economic stability, as well as social stability. There's a great many rifts within society at large. The management of the economy, as you prefaced, is pretty uncertain under Erdogan's watch. And then I think politically, while we can count on Erdogan being in power for the foreseeable future, it's really unclear how he's going to wield that power under his new authority. And I think that alone sort of spells a great deal of uncertainty for the future.
We've seen a lot of money leaving the country last few months on economic concerns, depreciation of the currency. Where do you think they could pull the levers to bring the economy back on even keel?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I mean, I think on the one hand, people will be, somewhat relieved at the fact that this election didn't result in an immediate crisis, or at least an immediate change of power from Erdogan to Muharrem İnce or someone else. But I think in the long term, I think what people are looking for is rule of law, as well as a respect even for very fundamental things such as property rights, which has been whittled away in part under Erdogan's recent years in power. There's been the mass appropriation of businesses that have been charged or have been suspected of having been a part of the conspiracy to overthrow him in 2016. And I think these are factors to consider. So I beyond sort of policy, I think it's a question really of where who's going to be in power, not just now, not just in a year from now, but maybe even 5 years from now. It could be something to, for the long-term health of the economy.